Hello, hello, Rosanna here with a little rosy glow magic just for you. And this is an energy update. We are looking here at the pre-new moon in Sagittarius energies. We have the new moon portal opening up on the 23rd, which is Saturday. And then we have the new moon on the 26th, which I believe is Tuesday. And the energies that are kind of happening at the moment are really in response to the last new moon in Scorpio. And since then, we've had the full moon in, what was it now? Taurus, that's right. And Taurus really was all about luxury. It's all about us sort of opening up into the fullness of our divine timeline and what we really want to be doing here when we're aligned with our soul's purpose. And we had the 11/11 portal open as well, literally the day before the full moon. So we had all of this energy just blasting through us to give us a sense of how amazing things can really be and how synchronicities can fly around and connect us up to the very best, and grace and ease can be the norm. Now, what's happened since then is a process of composting, a process of purging. So if you think of the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, the conscious as the point of direction, okay? And the subconscious is the energy behind that point of direction. So if you had a car pointing in a certain direction, that would be the conscious vehicle, the conscious pointing, and then the subconscious would be the fuel that drives that energy, that direction. And we see the conscious mind as masculine concepts, and we look at the subconscious as feminine because it is passive, because it's expansive, because it's not a contractive force, it's the yin to the yang, if that makes sense. So what's happening at the moment is we're in a process before this new moon of purging everything that is out of alignment with the vision we held for ourselves and the really good feelings that we had during the full moon in Taurus. If you remember back to the new moon in Scorpio, that was pretty intense. It was really bringing up our dark side to be able to clear before the full moon. So we had this amazing sense of how far we could leap. And I'm really seeing this new moon as leap of faith timeline jumping, if that makes sense. We're jumping onto the timeline that is our leap of faith timeline. And this is where Jupiter really supports us, because Jupiter's aligning with the galactic center of the Milky Way galaxy, and it is said to be aligning with the cosmic womb, our cosmic womb. So essentially the space where all is created, and we create in the space of non-judgment. So we need to feel okay to create whatever we want to create without anyone saying to us whether we are right or we're wrong. And in order to be able to create without judgment, we have to clear the judgment. We have to clear all that we have had within us, all the time that we've operated in a less than conscious way, because what we're doing is we are becoming conscious co-creators. So I have a new moon meditation that I'm planning to do live on Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT. I might make it a little earlier, a little later, I'll let you know. And this will be the co-creation meditation for this Jupiter Sagittarian new moon, because the planet of expansion, which is Jupiter, magnifies everything. So what's happening is we are getting a real magnification of all that's in our subconscious that isn't aligned with where we want to go. And if we want to take a big leap of faith, we need to drop all of the ballast. We have to drop the heaviness that isn't aligned with where we want to go. So this is the process we're in now. What I'm seeing for a lot of people is this kind of constant switching. I've been noticing it myself as well. One minute everything's really expansive, the next minute it's really contracted, and it's all happening at the same time. You're literally having to be very disciplined about using your tools to shift out of negative mindsets, and by that I mean lower vibration mindsets that are not mindsets you want to dramatize. You don't want to actualize them in your life. We are preparing for a 10-day portal, which is in December. I believe it's the 5th to the 14th. That is going to be a time of amazing manifestation. It's like a preamble of what 2020 is going to be about. So those of us who have been really diligent about doing the deep inner work and not giving up on ourselves are going to have a real sense of cashing in at that time. There's going to be a lot of opportunities that this new moon in Sagittarius is preparing us for. So if you want to join me for the meditation, it's always great to have your favorite crystal with you. If you drink ceremonial grade cacao, then make a cup, because we will toast it at the start. If you haven't got any, then get in touch with me on rosieglow.com and I'll send you some. And also have a notebook so you can write things down. You can definitely consider what I've been talking about now and what are the main feelings that have been coming up for you, because everyone's pattern is coming up right now. So my pattern's towards getting anxious about things and overdoing. For someone else, it will be getting into a bit of a poor me state and feeling like the whole world's against you. For another, it will be about distracting yourself with things that you know are really not on the path that you want to go on. Often we move into our heads rather than our hearts. So we want to calm the nervous system as much as we possibly can. And that's what we're going to be doing through the co-creation meditation with the new moon. We'll be working with the new moon energies. We'll be getting into the feeling state that we want to be in. And we'll be allowing the full clearing of this stuff that's been coming up since the full moon. And we are definitely working with the rainbow flame, which has been coming through massively, and also the emerald green flame, because a lot of what's going on at the moment is we're becoming more sensitive to others' thoughts and feelings. We're becoming more telepathic. And as a result of that, if our energetic boundaries are not strong, we're taking on the emotions and thoughts and feeling patterns of others as though they're actually our own. And this can feel really distorting and confusing. So one of the things I'll be doing in the meditation is making sure that we're really strengthening what I call our divine architecture. So I hope you'll join me. And just remember that if you are feeling a strong pull towards animals, towards nature, towards the mineral kingdom, this is the bridge at the moment between our unity consciousness as a collective of humans and the soul of our planet, okay? Because this is about being able to bridge the conscious with what exists that isn't in a conscious state of doing. So nature is what will always bring us back to our natural rhythms and bring us back to our hearts. Think about how you feel about an animal that you love. If you're attracted to crystals in the same way, or you're feeling the need to be out in nature, then make the most of it. Enjoy the elemental shifts. And if you have been down in the dumps and things feel like they've been getting worse before they get better, please celebrate what is happening rather than fearing that you've gone into another negative space you're not going to be able to come out of. We are purging the old timeline so we can fully step onto our divine design timeline. That's what we're all doing as a collective. So we've got to drop the pain stories, the collective stories of duality, anything that makes you feel like you're separate from someone else or something else, and anything that creates strong reactions in you as well will be pulling you into duality consciousness. So we're raising the bar, we're bringing love to everything, and that's what I'll be doing in the meditation. So I look forward to seeing you there. Please head on over to my YouTube channel, Rosie Glow, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit all notifications, because then you'll know if I'm live. You need to hit all notifications if you want to know when I'm live streaming, and of course you'll get the replay once it's up and running. And thank you so much in advance for showing your support. Take care. Lots of love.